Welcome back to Chiefs Kingdom Central, your go-to spot for all things Kansas City football. I'm your host, and folks, buckle up because we've got some bittersweet news coming out of Arrowhead Stadium today. Imagine this, a team that's been a playoff powerhouse for over a decade, suddenly staring down the barrel of an early off-season. That's right, the Kansas City Chiefs have been officially eliminated from playoff contention for the first time since 2014. Ouch, that stings, doesn't it? But hey, in the wild world of the NFL, every setback is just a setup for a comeback. Let's dive into what this means for our beloved Chiefs and why the next few weeks could be a hidden gem for the future. First off, let's recap the situation. The Chiefs, sitting at a disappointing record this season, can no longer punch their ticket to the postseason. It's been a rough ride, folks, plagued by injuries, some tough losses in the AFC West, and let's be honest, a bit of that championship hangover from their back-to-back Super Bowl wins in recent years. Remember, this is the team that gave us those epic moments. Patrick Mahomes launching bombs like missiles, Travis Kelce dancing in the end zone, and that impenetrable defense led by Chris Jones. But now, with 3 games left on the slate, the focus shifts from chasing rings to building for tomorrow. And at the center of that spotlight, rookie wide receiver Jalen Royals. Chiefs fans, you've been clamoring for this guy, and it looks like your wishes might finally come true, though, plot twist, it'll be without our superstar quarterback under center. Now, let's break this down. Jalen Royals, drafted out of Utah State in the 4th round this past offseason, was brought in to add a fresh dynamic to an already stacked receiver room. You've got the big 3, think Hollywood Brown with his speed, Rashee Rice stretching the field, and of course, the ever-reliable Kelce eating up yards after the catch. But Royals? He's that well-rounded piece they've been missing. At 6'1", 200 pounds, he's got the size to win contested catches, the route-running savvy to create separation, and hands like glue. The Chiefs saw him as a guy who could handle the dirty work, blocking on runs, picking up those tough third-down conversions that the veterans might not always prioritize. Yet, we've barely seen him in action. Just 35 offensive snaps and 36 on special teams this year. Why? A nagging knee tendonitis that sidelined him early, right when he was building chemistry with Mahomes during a stellar training camp. Speaking of the coaches, offensive coordinator Matt Nagy couldn't hide his excitement in a recent presser. He said, and I quote, "You want to see more time for him if possible. Some of it is just a numbers thing for him. It's almost like a redshirt year. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in these next 3 games and in the future." And wide receivers coach Connor Embry echoed that sentiment. Jalen, he's been working his tail off at practice. Super smart kid. He stays locked in during the meetings. We will see if he gets an opportunity over these next 3 games to make some plays. He was having a great training camp, and he and Pat were on the same page. I think it was just bad timing. These guys aren't just blowing smoke, Royals has the pedigree. In college, he racked up over 1,000 receiving yards in his senior year, with 15 touchdowns, showing that explosive playmaking ability that could translate big time to the pros. But here's the curveball, Chiefs Kingdom. These evaluation games won't feature Patrick Mahomes slinging the rock. No, the 2-time MVP is sidelined. Whether it's rest, injury management, or just preserving him for next season, we're turning the keys over to Gardner Minshew. Minshew mania, anyone? This journeyman QB brings that gunslinger mentality, with a career completion percentage hovering around 62%, and he's thrown for over 9,000 yards in his NFL tenure. Sure, he's no Mahomes, but he's got that moxie. Remember his mustache-fueled runs with the Jaguars and Eagles? This could be a perfect low-pressure environment for Royals to shine. Imagine Minshew hitting Royals on a deep post route for his first NFL touchdown. What a moment that would be. To put this all in perspective, let's zoom out and talk Chiefs history. This playoff drought snaps a streak that started back in 2015, under head coach Andy Reid's masterful guidance. Reid, the guy who's turned this franchise around since arriving in 2013, has led them to 3 Super Bowl victories, LVII, and LVII, cementing Kansas City as a dynasty. Think about the legends who've worn the red and gold. Len Dawson, the Hall of Fame quarterback who quarterbacked them to their first Super Bowl win in 1970. Derek Thomas, the ferocious pass rusher with 126.5 sacks, a record that still stands tall in team lore. And don't get me started on Arrowhead Stadium, that roaring sea of red, known as the loudest stadium in the world, where decibel levels have hit 142.2, louder than a jet engine. It's the heart of Chiefs Kingdom, where fans tailgate with world-famous Kansas City barbecue, chanting "Chiefs" in unison. This elimination. It's a rare blip. The last time they missed the playoffs in 2014, they bounced back with a vengeance, making the postseason every year since until now. Statistically speaking, the Chiefs' offense has been a juggernaut, averaging over 28 points per game in their championship seasons. But this year, injuries and inconsistencies have dropped that to around 22. Royals could be the spark. Compare him to past rookies who've broken out late. Remember Tyreek Hill's rookie year in 2016? He started slow but exploded with speed that changed the game. Royals isn't as blazing fast. His 40-yard dash was 4.52, but his yards after catch average in college was a whopping 8.2, better than some pros. If he gets targets against these upcoming defenses, watch out. The Titans rank 28th in pass defense, allowing over 240 yards per game. The Broncos are middling at 20th, and the Raiders? Dead last at 32nd, giving up chunk plays left and right. Perfect setups for a rookie to feast. Now, imagine if we could grab a quick chat with Royals himself. In a fictional post-practice interview, he'd probably say something like, "Man, it's been a long road with the injury, but I'm hungry. Playing with vets like Kelce has taught me so much, how to read defenses, how to fight for every yard. These next games, I'm ready to show Chiefs Kingdom what I've got. Let's make some noise." Or picture a die-hard fan at Arrowhead, tailgating with ribs in hand. We've been waiting for Royals all season. With Mahomes out, it's time for the young guns to step up. This team's got heart. We'll be back stronger next year. Even Coach Reed might chime in, "Jalen's got that fire. We're building a foundation here, and these games are gold for development." Looking ahead, what does this mean for the Chiefs? Well, finishing strong could boost morale and give them a higher draft pick. Maybe snag a top offensive lineman or another defensive stud to bolster that line, which has allowed 45 sacks this season, up from 28 last year. Playoff implications? None this time, but in the AFC West, where rivalries burn hot, the Raiders with their silver and black swagger, the Chargers led by Justin Herbert's cannon arm, and the Broncos rebuilding under Sean Payton, this downtime lets them scout and scheme. Prediction time. Royals logs at least 150 receiving yards over these 3 games, catches a TD against the Raiders in that classic rivalry matchup, and enters next offseason as a legit WR3 contender. The Chiefs rebound in 2026, making another deep playoff run, because that's what dynasties do. And folks, let's not forget the pop culture ties. Mahomes isn't just a QB, he's a State Farm pitchman, a Fortnite icon, and married to Britney, who's got her own spotlight. Royals. He could be the next big thing. Maybe even snag an endorsement deal if he balls out. Chiefs football isn't just a game, it's a cultural phenomenon, from Taylor Swift cheering for Kelce to the global fanbase tuning in. In closing, Chiefs Kingdom, this isn't the end, it's a reload. Tune in this Sunday as we take on the Titans. It'll be your chance to see the future unfold. Whether you're at Arrowhead or watching from home, keep that passion alive. What do you think? Will Royals steal the show? Hit us up in the comments, subscribe for more updates, and remember, once a Chief, always a Chief. Until next time, go Chiefs!